Welcome back. President Trump's political power and grip on the GOP on full display after yesterday's primary elections. Incumbent Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massie is out. He lost his primary bid yesterday to the president's backed candidate Ed Gallrein. Kentucky Congressman Andy Barr also won the GOP Senate primary. He got a presidential endorsement, and he is seen as a favorite to replace outgoing Senator Mitch McConnell. And then there's Texas. President Trump endorsed AG Ken Paxton over current Senator John Cornyn ahead of the Republican Senate runoff, which happens next Tuesday. The president called Paxton a MAGA warrior in a Truth Social post, saying Cornyn was, quote, not supportive when times were tough. Joining me now is Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. What is your reaction to all of these changes in the primaries?
And what you are seeing is the power of President Donald Trump. And Maria, the fact that the American people and individuals in state after state support the America First agenda. They want to see our country secure, our borders secure. They want affordability addressed. They know that President Trump is working hard to do that, to restore our presence in the world, around the globe, and to keep this country safe, and to always think America first. So that impact is being felt in each of these elections around the country.
Do you think we'll be feeling that impact in November as well? I mean, there's a lot of expectation that the House loses the majority. Do you think that's changed? And what about the Senate?
You have to look at the impact that redistricting in so many states is going to have on the House races. And as the price of a gallon of gas comes down, as the price of groceries begin to come down, then what you're going to see is people realizing, once again, yes, the Trump tax cuts from 2017 that we made permanent in the Working Families Tax Cut Big Beautiful Bill, they are benefiting from that. They're benefiting from increased wages and from upward mobility in their jobs. There are more jobs available. I think you're going to see that impact kick in.
So you think the Republicans hold on to the Senate? What about the House? What's your take?
Yes, well, with the House, I think they'll hold on to the House.
You do.
And yes, these are going to be tough races. You know, the Democrats have Trump derangement syndrome, and they are, anything he is for, they're against.
Okay.
And what we're going to see is they're going to continue to push on this. And it's like the funding fight we're seeing over DHS.
That's
they want
right.
to abolish ICE. They want to defund federal law enforcement. But public safety is a #1 issue with the American people.
And I want to talk about what you're doing because, of course, we know that the Republicans are considering dropping the Secret Service funding, which is tied to the White House ballroom construction, to move this immigration enforcement reconciliation package forward. Where are you on that?
I want to keep that funding for the Secret Service. You know, if you have deferred maintenance, deferred dollars for training, then at some point you've got to backfill that. And you have to modernize these training facilities. You have to make more training available. And you look at the fact that the Secret Service got off, they were just off on their mission. And we have seen that there have been 3 assassination attempts on President Trump. Thank goodness for those men and women of the Secret Service that responded well. But Maria, why have they gotten so far off their mission of protecting the protectee? Why have they not been doing some training? Why were there glitches in how they prepped and did the advance work at the White House Correspondents' Dinner?
Yeah, it's terrible.
These are the questions that need to be asked, and these are the gaps that need to be filled. You also want to make certain that the East Wing of the White House is modernized, that it is safe for everyone working there, the president, his family, and all the visitors that are going to be there. So this is another of those debates that the Democrats have put us in this position because it is the Democrats that do not want to fully fund the safety and the security of this great nation.
Right. So where does it stand then? I know that lawmakers advanced the $72 billion in new funding, hoping to get to the package to the president's desk by the end of the week. Do you expect it to be there by June 1?
Yes.
The president's defending the ballroom construction, just like you're saying that it's not taxpayer funded. But you've got now Tom Tillis among those pushing back. He says he's not going to support the bill if it includes the White House ballroom. Senator Bill Hagerty took it on yesterday. He was with me yesterday. Here's what he said. Watch.
I can't articulate why one of my colleagues would withhold a vote for this. It makes complete sense to me. At the same time, that's only one vote. We just need to get past the 50-vote threshold here in the reconciliation package. So Tom Tillis cannot hold this up, nor can any one of us. The important thing here is that we need to fund ICE. We need to fund the Department of Homeland Security fully. And this $72 billion package is going to actually do what the Democrats have refused to do. And the Democrats have been willing to stand back and let this happen and defund the police here in America. That's not going to stand. Republicans will not allow it. The president's not going to allow it. We will get this done in a matter of days.
Senator, of course, we're waiting to see where that goes. So you think you will have that on the president's desk by June?
Yes, indeed. It is going to the Budget Committee this morning. We are hopeful to begin vote-a-rama tonight. We're hopeful to finish this tomorrow. And, Maria, the American people want this nation. They want their communities to be safe.
Of course.
The way you do it is to fully fund DHS. That is our goal, and we're going to finish this work.
Okay. Meanwhile, earlier this month, you and Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal announced more on what you've been working on with kids and online. You said that OpenAI endorsed your Kids Online Safety Act. It comes after the landmark social media trial found Meta and YouTube at fault for designing their platforms in ways that are addictive to children. What can you tell us about this, Senator? I know you're a member of the Judiciary Committee. You've been behind this bill for a long time, and you've been pushing for safety for children online for years. What can you tell us?
Yes, we had really quite a remarkable hearing last week that I chaired. This was on the New Mexico and California verdicts. Maria, what we saw is that each of these verdicts came down with a jury that agreed social media needs to have safety by design standards. They need to have a duty of care. This is not an infringement of free speech. What those juries did was to detail how this is the only industrial sector, the virtual space, that does not have safety by design standards. If you buy a car, safety by design is built into that car. They assure you that car is safe to drive. They don't tell you how to drive the car, but you don't get that safety by design in these social media platforms, in these AI platforms, and therefore these companies were held responsible for the damage done to the individuals.
Yep. All right, we will leave it there. Senator, great to see you this morning. Come back soon.
Good to see you.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely.
Marsha Blackburn.